Hi, my name's Eric. I'm one of the researchers here. So now what's going to happen is we're going to go over the ratings you just made. I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit about why you made the ratings that you did. And please tell me your reasoning and thoughts behind your choices. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No, I'm all set.
Okay. So it says here you have leisure history marked down as your least personal issue. Why did you feel this way?
I just feel like leisure activities aren't really that private. I don't really mind telling people my hobbies. So, for example, I like jet skiing. It's pretty much my favorite hobby.
Really? Where do you jet ski?
My family has a cottage in Canada, so I spend a lot of time there in the summer. I take the jet ski around for a while.
Cool. All right. So leisure. All right. So what is your second one here? You had pet ownership history written down as your second least personal issue. Why did you feel this was not that personal?
I have a Malamute, and he's awesome, so I don't really mind talking about him. He's a good dog.
Yeah.
I love him.
What's his name?
Jack. He's about 4 years old.
Jack. Cool. All right. So those are your least personal ones. Now we're going to talk about some of the middle ground ones, kind of ones you ranked neutrally. So family and academic. So let's start with family history. Why did you feel this was kind of neutrally personal?
Well, I feel like family history is kind of private, but not really. I feel like everybody's family to some degree is dysfunctional, and mine is too, but it's nothing like really private that I don't think other people would have gone through similar things.
Sure. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. And then academic history, can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, there's been a few classes that I've really struggled with, but I'm in college and there are people who aren't. So I feel like, I should be proud of that accomplishment. So that's kind of why I ranked it in the middle.
Great. Okay. So we covered those. Now we're going to get into kind of more personal topics. So if you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to. But so without going into too much detail, why did you feel that mental history you had as your second most personal? Why did you feel that way?
Well, I definitely feel like it's more personal than leisure or pets. Like, I wouldn't necessarily tell a stranger about my mental history. I've had some issues with anxiety in the past, and I just kind of feel uncomfortable talking about it.
Okay. No, that's understandable. It's fine. And for your most personal, you had financial history. Why did you think that was your most personal topic?
I don't know. My financial history is pretty private, so it's awkward to discuss with other people. I've had financial troubles in the past, and it's just kind of embarrassing to talk about.
Okay, sure. Great. Well, that's about it for that section. Do you have any general comments about your experience in this study?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for your participation, and now we're going to have you fill out a survey on whether or not you'd be willing to discuss these topics further.
Okay.